I don't want to share a chip that's been in your mouth.
I'll share a chip that's been in your mouth. The fuck is that?
This dog is good. It's not girl.
Yeah? And I mean, I guess with that, hello everybody, and welcome to the...
Hey, that's how we used to upload.
Hi, Blarpers!
I
It's
know, right?
Scarlet
That's how we
and
used to
Doki
start
Doki.
everything.
Seriously, it just a random noise, and then, well, with that, hello everybody!
Don't you mess up.
Welcome to... I do. I could.
Was I talking to you?
I figured. Considering she wasn't there in the first place to miss it.
I'm talking to them.
Oh. Oh, you mean radio?
Anyway.
Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club, the totally normal dating simulator that don't have any nudity or graphic content.
Yeah, sure.
New game.
If you're not 18, please don't click on this video. I will be controlling the game.
Okay, and then yeah, like I said, it's gonna have my name in it because I already started a thing and it's just staying with it. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself.
Are we gonna have to sign like characters to each other?
We can.
We're going to.
Okay. That girl is Sayori. Who wants to be Sayori?
I want to be Sayori.
Okay. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long, Andrew.
What?
Huh? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, Kenna, and I would get tired of her waiting up.
Called out.
But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk, and I should have asked if you wanted to be the main narrator.
Yeah, it's fine. Let Sayori get
I think that's like a huff and puff.
I overslept again.
You were just get so tired.
I'm so tired.
I mean, then again, that's what our 3 a.m.
But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because... Oh, wait. This is you.
Well, that's the narrator.
Darebear.
I want to be a narrator.
I'm Sayori.
Okay. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me.
I was.
Ooh. That's me, Darebear.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine. Fine.
It's fine.
But you did wait for me after all. Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. Oh, I thought that was We cross the street. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Darebear, have you decided on a club to join yet?
None of them. I'm lonely.
A club?
I told you already. I'm not... Oh, wait. That's... I really gotta make the thing.
If we ever get popular enough for people to animate this, I want Darebear's mouth to be moving with Sayori's voice. I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true.
You lying son of a bitch!
You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on and on and on and on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me.
You're a douche, Darebear.
When I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Ooh.
Ooh woo.
Uh-huh.
Oh whoa.
Ooh.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college.
Yeah, well,
Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I feel like my voice keeps changing every time
I feel like it gets just a little higher every time.
But I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. What the fuck does that mean?
Not educated, employed,
That's a
or
slur.
trained. No, it's not. We're not drunks.
Slur.
Bless you. Bless you.
Thanks. You're fucking neat. You're fucking neat. Becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
Neats aren't neat.
You trust me, right?
Not at all.
Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Oh, I thought you were holding up a peace sign when you did that.
No, this is how I get into Uwu character.
Alright. Give me a beer. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Well, you at least promise me you'll try a little.
So what do you
It was a fucking
beer?
said. Yeah, I
But you
guess
gotta
I'll promise you
promise.
that.
Yay!
You have to be absolutely sure about the promise. You can't chance your promise. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl?
I don't know, Darren. It's a real problem.
Oh, also in good old Blarp fashion, we didn't start timing how long we've been doing this shit.
Get to PS5 and he still has to fucking time shit.
More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and everybody's gone. Nobody came in today. It was just me. I taught myself algebra. 2 + 2 = 5, right?
Can you tell I did well by nothing on the board?
It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of self-motivation and will to live. Clubs. I want a meatball club. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. I mean, I guess.
No
I'll go to the
choice
club.
whatsoever.
That's the one thing I care about.
Hello!
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. Okay, you know how your eyes catch words before you get to them and
Yeah.
they try to autofill it? I thought I read pregnant. Sayori must have walked in while I was pregnant, is what I read. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom.
Want a Dorito.
I want a Dorito. Scarlet wants a Dorito.
I want a Dorito.
Next.
Nick.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I said, don't give me the Dorito right now, I'm reading.
She wants a Dorito.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out. So I came in. Let me get into my Uwu voice. Anyway, Uwu. Anyway, do you guys think I could be an Uwu baby on Discord and get money?
Do you think I could ara my way into TikTok?
Ara.
No. Every time I hear Ubo now, I just think of that TikTok that you were laughing so hard at. It's just sometimes with the ooh, not with the RR. It's sometimes with the oh, you fat fucking whore.
I forgot about that. I was like, I know there's a sound with that, but I forget how it ends. And you did it so perfectly, and it's fucking recorded.
I didn't know you could do that.
Oh, you fucking whore. That was amazing.
Oh my god. After I read my life.
Why?
The remote.
I know.
You're read the line.
If Darren would shut the fuck up.
Didn't even
Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
What's happening anymore?
I was spacing out, remember? You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club, since you care about those so much.
I didn't make that.
I didn't want them.
I'm still thinking of the... Oh, you fucking word!
No, he shoved like 5 Doritos in my mouth.
Anyway.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
How finishing?
Know what?
Well, but you could come to my club.
Oh god.
Sayori.
Yeah?
I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible. There is no fucking way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. As if I read. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. As if she could read. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only...
read.
I really thought I was gonna say
Confirmed.
In
Sayori
fact, I'm
can read.
99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less.
Can you imagine if that's all it took to be vice president?
Right? You just show up. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I'd bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
That's all she does.
I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
We're here in the literature club in the middle of the hallway. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Also known as the end of my life.
I ejaculated, follow.
Yeah.
I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room.
Girl one.
Who wants to be girl one?
I want to be girl one.
Andrew, you're girl two.
This is the Ada girl, for sure. For sure.
Oh, definitely.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. I can't take myself seriously.
Took you this long to get to the
Sayori always says nice things about you. You can be girl too.
Seriously, you're my boy?
Seriously?
Way to kill the atmosphere.
Oh, girl 3's so cute.
Stern.
Ah,
It's not cute.
Darebear.
It's definitely
Darren.
What a nice surprise.
Be cuter.
Ada.
That's not.
Welcome to the club.
Can you imagine just some random like redneck trying to say our arts?
Ada.
Awa.
Yeah, I'll do girl 3's voice as like the when you get into a train and it's like stay clear of the doors.
Okay. I feel like that's more girl 1.
Yeah, but it's me.
Stay clear.
All words escape me in this situation. I have a huge raging boner. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
He said that a little too real.
You want to feel it?
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry. Oh my god.
Natsuki?
I'm the one that made the cupcakes.
Yes. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first year. She's also the one that made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You betcha.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear.
Oh. What is nice to know?
Then turns back toward the other girls.
Wait. We're gonna do it again.
Okay.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
I thought you were going to boot right into the microphone.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Anyway.
Still right in the ear.
Sayori just says this 3 times in the situation, gradually quieter.
And closer each. So like
everyone around is just like,
at first
what
she's like
are
a
you
foot away, and then
doing?
she just like leans in, and then she's just like
Right in the ear.
and then when she says anyway, it's still right in the ear.
Anyway, this is Natsuki. Always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and
She has bigger tits.
seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki.
It's the tits.
Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you and the body you're attached to.
It sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Darebear. Monica smiles sweetly.
Smiles.
Shut the fuck up. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked. But we were in the same class last year. There are so many people like that, though, in high school. Where you're like, yeah, I know your first and last name. That's all I know about you.
Yeah.
But we still count each other as friends.
You know of them, but you don't know them.
Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic.
Nice ass.
That she's always showing off in this pose. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little
tingly in the balls.
You too, Monica.
I like to imagine in these dating sims when the whole thing pauses and you're just having these monologue moments in your head.
It's just completely frozen.
Everyone's just frozen. She's just in this position for like 5 minutes as you're having this monologue in your head, and you just continue on with
like
your
time
life.
is still going on, but nothing else is. I like that, or he's just saying it all out loud.
Come sit down, Darebear. Stay room for me at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica.
Or I could sit at any one of these other
I'll
desks.
get your cupcakes.
Hey, I made him. I'll get him.
Sorry, I got a little excited.
It happens.
Then, how about I make some tea as well?
You would make some tea.
Leave the girl's big tits alone. She's hot.
How about some extra milk?
I'm gonna smash this bottle.
Every time, okay, this is gonna ruin my joke completely, but every time I think of the phrase "mommy milky," I just think of Game Grump saying it in an Obama voice. You know what I'm talking about, Andrew?
I know what you're talking about, but you really just threw that out there. No context. She has no idea what that is.
I just
mean, it's
know.
pretty
What's up,
self-explanatory.
bitch?
What's up, bitch?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over.
been widened. What?
Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, right?
To get the rope.
Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready?
No.
Ta-da!
I
lost my voice there.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
I lost my voice there.
Whoa!
What?
Whoa!
What the frick?
Whoa! Whoa!
on his head. It's just like, oh, wow! Just flashes everybody. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats.
Can you disguise his pussy?
I was about to say, yes, Natsuki, I'll eat your pussies. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know.
No, I did not.
Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first.
Will you wear a maid costume, please?
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full.
Oh, sorry.
Yo! It's so delicious! What the fuck is that?
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. She's also choking up a storm. That's because she vapes. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. I look really weird. I look really weird as I'm just spinning it in my hand. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite?
Obviously.
Does she just like me? Why is she staring at me so? I finally bite down on her throat. The icing is sweet and
That
full of
pussy
flavor.
is sweet and full of flavor.
I wonder if she made it herself.
That's what her
And
mama
the
made.
cream. It's really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Sorry.
Well, why do you think it'd be? It's not like I
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
Really? I honestly am wondering if it picks you up at all.
Probably not.
Project, babe.
Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe,
That's what Sayori said.
but not for you, Demi.
Dummy.
Alright. Tummy thick.
Demi.
I gave up on Natsuki's
Ada.
I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Carrying a tea.
Yay.
She carefully places the tea. So wait, like 5 minutes have gone by, and Yuri's just been in the closet looking for this damn
came
tea
out.
set.
She was making the tea, bro. It said she was making the tea.
Dude, it's been like 2 seconds in real time.
She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. She made the tea in the closet?
No.
Yes.
You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I read that as good boy. I was like, doesn't a hot cup of tea keep you a
the hot
good boy?
key.
She's just a good boy.
Just take the teacup.
Welcome to
Good
Board Gaming.
boy.
We can't read.
We are Sayori.
You're not Monica.
I am Monica.
He's Monica.
Oh, I thought you were Monica. I'm confused.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
What happened?
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away. Impressed, I look to her chest.
I meant that... You know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea, especially when people spill it. I love all the drama.
I'm glad.
So what did that bitch Stacy say? Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club?
Nothing at all.
I was afraid of this question. It was in my nightmares last night. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed.
What is this voice referring to?
It's auto thing. What is that? Speech to sex. Sex to speech.
Speech to sex. That's what I heard.
We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club
I thought Natsuki was.
and exciting for. No, she's vice president because she showed up.
No, Sayori is vice
that's
president.
Or
Sayori.
Sayori's vice
I
president.
thought
Natsuki
Natsuki
just
was.
made the cupcakes.
Yeah,
She's
Natsuki made
important.
the cupcakes. And exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised.
Everyone's got their roles. President, vice president,
Cupcakes team. And then me. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Well, you see, bitch, I am now president. So fuck off. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Ah-ha-ha. Well, you know.
Well, you know.
To be honest, I can't stand all of the bitches politics around the major clubs.
Can you not be in like more than one club? It's just one
Right.
club.
It feels like yeah, you can be in sports or you can be in a club, but only one. You don't get
She was the
multiple
leader of the debate
extracurriculars.
club, and she's like, I don't like arguing all the time.
Right? It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Notice we have no budget, publicity, nor do we know how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get... How did she go from this to just... And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement.
And then fades back out of existence.
Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way.
The fuck you mean, bitch?
Not many people are very interested in putting out. They're not putting out.
I'm so glad I didn't inhale that all the way.
Oh my god.
All the effort to start something brand new, but I put out on first date. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. That's why we are all girls. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile by putting out all of this effort. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I am confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right? Everyone?
Yeah. We'll do our best.
Faces on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees, except for Natsuki. She just kind of made a sound. Such different girls,
Sounds cool.
all interested in the same goal.
I wonder if we can have a foursome.
Fivesome.
Well.
No, Darebear's not included in this. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
None of them have talked about this.
So, Darebear, what kind of things do you like to read?
Porn. Well,
hentai?
you know the thing with the tentacles? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that.
Picture books.
Manga.
Picture books.
I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. I'm sorry, I'm very burpy right now.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
What the fuck do you read? Clifford? Fucking big red dog? Well,
That
can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's big, sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Clifford, big red dog.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build
I mean,
deep
honestly, we can just skip.
and complex fantasy worlds.
We can just switch off who's the narrator too, if we want.
The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Well, this is me. Okay. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading, and I'm just staring at her titties. The whole
It's a
time.
fantasy world, though.
This is true. This is true.
So, are you into manga? She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way that she's bursting out her chest, by the way her eyes light up, that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I really read boobs for a second.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of you, your own lack of imagination, and completely throw you for a loop? I'm just thinking about it. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a whore once. I just really grabbed something, and it turns out to be your tits. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well just be having a conversation with a rock-hard person. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. We haven't talked about literature at all, or what you like about it.
We just have sex.
Let's say Yuri just comes out, are you sure you don't want to join the club? For someone as gentle as you, as gentle of a lover.
I guess you could say that. But if a story
All
makes
these girls just like to say, I guess you could say that.
a lot of
I
women
guess you could say that.
But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, or turns me on, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror. That wasn't-
Oh? Why is that?
Well, I just...
Like, scared.
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you? Natsuki.
But what?
She writes fan fiction.
What gives you that idea?
The fact that your last piece was so cute. You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And get that back.
Yuri's Big Juicy Tits. Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori flies up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute.
Okay, the way that she just twitched was not putting a hand on the shoulders.
Not in my butthole.
Natsuki, you write your own poems? Yo, me too.
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Like right now.
No.
Why don't you share your deepest, darkest poems right now? Yeah, you said this now. Natsuki averts her eyes. Her eyes keep moving a lot.
You wouldn't like them.
Ah, so they're not porn. Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers.
Open up your reader. And take out their organs.
Open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your pussy.
Do you have writing experience too? Okay, did they seriously not talk about any of this in the literature club?
Nothing at all.
Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki not be a pussy. And help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you. Why is he saying this out loud?
Right?
The quotation marks means he's saying it out loud.
Yep.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I want to wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment. You see us all sitting? Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Huh?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we will all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even, and we will all share our bodies.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Darebear?
Isn't that right, Darebear?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on! There's still one problem.
I don't know how to write.
I can't fucking read! Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind. You all have tits! I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare at me with dejected eyes. All their eyes are different colors, too. But.
I'm sorry. I thought... Darebear.
Also, I love how it said they all stare at me dejectedly. None of them are looking.
They were, until they started speaking.
Y'all. No. Y'all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like
There's
this?
so many titties staring back at me.
Let me go to the bathroom for about 2 minutes! That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
Peer pressure.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Oh. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. You may disappear. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting. Good. Oh.
Nothing was accomplished.
Everyone remember... No, they got an assignment. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Darebear, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Titties, 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 titties.
Crust.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills?
Not a chance.
I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me.
Along with my rage.
I was trying to say that's actually not the anxiety. Meanwhile, the girls continued to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Darebear, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
Fuck. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Or all 4 of them.
There's the plot of the whole game.
Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. And I'm sure good fortune will follow, I'm assuming is what that says. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Do we get to write the poem?
Yeah.
It's time to write a poem.
Fuck yeah!
Hurt.
They had kiss, desire, and cheeks for the first 3 I saw. Anime. Sugar tits. death.
Pure vibrant sadness, aura, parfait.
Fickle.
Yeah. Candy.
Tenacious D. Nibble on her neck. Unrestrained. Fantasy kitty.
Incapable.
Incapable. Milk.
Boop.
Lollipop. Uncontrollable. Lipstick.
Broken.
Lucky.
Starsky.
Melody. Cry.
Judgment.
Magic.
Massacre. Horror. Melancholy. Disarray.
Skirt. Gable vibate. Climax. Atone for the climax. Dream.
Misery.
Wrath. Vertigo. Electricity. Anxiety. Ocean.
Grief. Anger. Entropy.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I could have told you at one point.
When he was so
Sticky.
Sensation.
sticky.
Disown. Papa.
Embrace.
Entropy, a thermodynamic quantity representing the unavailable
Yeah.
lack of order or predictability.
Yeah.
What time is it?
It is about 10 till midnight.
Okay. Oh shit.
Hi again, Darebear. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha.
H.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word.
That's new.
Well, I'm back at the literature club. I'm so glad we didn't actually have school today for me to space out during. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. They already came.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Darebear. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sperry told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. If you don't take it seriously, you won't succeed.
Okay, bye. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone so small, who keeps her manga collection in the clubroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Darebear always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room, whenever I need to orgasm. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you?
No, it's not like that!
I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Darebear can become good friends too.
Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me in.
Oh, Yuri brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori.
Me? Just bringing out my inner Tim
Not
Allen.
really. Don't be shy. It's really, it's nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting to get anything over the place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
All right. Well, here.
She really just unleashed her moves as she said here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
God damn it.
This isn't what it's erotica!
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention.
It's a short read.
Even if we don't usually read. And we could,
Read it together?
just discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri!
Holy.
Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I throw it into the pile of books titled Books I'll Never Read. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
In 3 years.
I know you're stupid. Just feel free to take it slow. Take your time.
We'll still be here for you.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Wait! Let's go ahead and hit save and make that an episode.
Well, isn't that an abrupt ending?
Well,
Just
we gotta
the-
wait for the poems. Is it not just...
Ah, you have to press the options first.
Press the option.
Empty slut. Yeah. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, Scarlett and Andrew.
See you next time. Ooh.
Ah,
Ara, ara.
no woo? Or whatever. no woo.
Ooh. Come on. Ooh.
No oh.
Ooh. Ooh. Do it. Do it for the fans. Do it for the internet. Do it for the blarpers. I don't want to go to work. I'm not even tired.
You will be when you go to work. Made me think of the...
Why did you like You licked my crevice of my elbow from the inside.